And now I honestly get the fanboys, why they just say, what would you buy, Ferrari or Lambo? And then they go, Porsche. Because of this. Oh man. Oh, wow. Wow. Yes, guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another video. I am in awe at this car, straight off the bat. This is the GTS 4.0, and that 4 number is quite prominent. It's a 4 litre, putting out again 400 brake horsepower and 400 newton meters of torque. And that's all going through, sorry, it's not 4, there's 6 speed manual transmission, which is buttery smooth. Now, I know what you're thinking, Tim, what do you think, this is Top Gear? But I'm in such an awe right now that I can't help but feel like one of the best drivers on the planet. I think I'm Chris Harris, mate. Look. Mate, the blips. Oh, man. Don't know why you got rid of your car, Justin. Silly man. Silly man. Now, I've been at it for quite a while, and the MPG, when I was cruising, was looking around 30 to 33 MPG, and that was doing 70 on the motorway, and at 6 gear rather, you're doing around 2,500 RPM. And while we're talking about its efficiency, are you really buying a car like this to talk about efficiency? But while we're here, we might as well. 64 litres 64 litres is how big this tank is. Meaning, if you're using the good stuff, which you should, always use the good stuff, boys, you're looking at around 100 to 120 pounds to fill this tank to the brim. And when you do brim it, you just get to keep doing this. Second gear is something else as well. I think like it probably revs out to about 70, and not that I can, because we are on a 60-mile-an-hour road, but take my word for it, definitely can. Okay, so let's get into it on the exterior. It's sat here in Carmine Red. These are the sport alloys in 20-inch, and they look absolutely amazing. There is a few other options you can go for on the GTS, but these alloys are definitely the ones to go for. You can also see we've got 6-pot brakes on the front and 4-pot brakes on the rear. I was here for quite some time trying to get a good thumbnail, because the spoiler definitely needs to be in the shot, but where the shape of it is quite contoured to the car, which is a good thing. It's really hard to see in pictures, but yeah. While we're on the subject of the exterior, we've got 2 buttons here which pop open this. Not like this, obviously I just done it for the camera, but this is a little £20 worth of shopping. I don't know, actually £40 worth of shopping could go in there, depending on obviously what you're buying. But you also have this, and this is insane. I did not know that it was this deep. Easy now, lads, easy. So now in terms of the interior, let's take a look. You've got something called Race Tech, which is Porsche's fancy word for the Alcantara, all around this car. It's in the headlining, it's on the glove box, it's on the door cards. It's an absolute thing of beauty. These seats, so most people getting a Porsche probably prefer a bucket seat, but with this being the GTS, I believe it's more suited for those that do more road miles than they do weekend and track miles. So day to day, it's a no-brainer. These are the Sports Plus seats, as mentioned, meaning you've got only two means of kind of adjusting it. You've got the back, which is electronically done down here, and then you also have the lever, which allows you to pull the chair forward and back. With that alone, the seating position is very, very good. It's also a 6-speed manual. I believe there is a PDK version, but most people that get a Porsche, especially with this power range, prefer a manual because it is really engaging. It's very slick. The reverse is a bit stiff, but I don't know, I think most people would prefer that to ensure that they don't go into reverse and end up cat-S-ing their car. But that aside, I think it's about time we actually do something that a Porsche owner would do. So yeah, let's get her parked up and go and have some coffee. I think coffee and gloves, yeah, I think gloves, yeah, definitely gloves. Free pill, I don't know, you Porsche. Now, jokes aside, when you actually do some research on this car, you will not find one, I don't know, magazine or channel that has said that this car isn't anything other than a 5 out of 5, or there was one that gave it a 9 out of 10. But I think that guy must have had an argument with his wife in the morning or something, put him in a bad mood, because this, it's the perfect entry-level sports car or value for money sports car. This is retailing around £76,000, and it's got 6 gears, meaning it can be efficient. As mentioned, we did have around 35, 36 mpg, and it's got the adaptive suspension. So on the steering you have a knob, easy now, but you have a knob on the steering wheel, and that knob allows you to go from comfort to Sport Plus, and then to individual, meaning you can adjust the suspension simply with a flick of your wrist. So now the steering is so direct, and I know it's a lot of the front end that's doing the work, but big shout out to Justin here. It's definitely due to the fact that the rear's got so much grip because of where the engine is sat. So it's not rear engine, it's mid-engine, meaning it's right over, it's right behind my ears. So if I put my head here, I technically don't even need to put the heaters on during the winter. I can just take the heat from the engine, because if you put, I'm joking, there's no heat coming from there, but you get what I'm saying. It's right behind your head, guys. It's right there. So one thing people do complain about this car is the gearing, and they say that the gearing's all off. This is a great place to park, isn't it, Mr. Delivery car guy? Christ. But the gearing, sure, it does feel a bit long in second gear, meaning that you're doing a lot of work, but especially when it's in the Sports Plus setting, the auto blipping, oh dude, it makes you just feel like you're driver of the year. And I know people say it's a lot about the driver than it is the car, but think about it. This car, I'm driving it, and I'm a dummy. That's insane. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, I've got to be very careful what I say. Very careful what I say, Justin, you know what I'm saying. Very careful. This car is serious. Now, something that we Porsche owners do as well is we wear gloves when we drive, simply because we are posh. To be honest, I don't have any gloves, so I've just got to use my track gloves. So yeah, excuse the blue. I know it's red and black, and yeah, I don't know. Just forgive me, but you're too busy noticing how beautiful this car sounds anyway. But yeah, Porsche owners, gloves, tick tick. Oh man, why this car? Number one, you can pick this up used for about 50 grand, and you're in a GT car. In my opinion, it's a GT. I know it's not GT4, but you're in a GT car that allows you to take it day to day, to do the shops, go for your coffee, drive it to work, get decent MPG. But then on a track with some Cup 2s on, you won't see which way this car went. This car would definitely take off. And it's a Porsche, meaning that you haven't got to worry about changing the suspension out, adapting this or adapting that. As is, This is a car I would happily have in keep and not make one single change. Sure, the paintwork isn't everybody's cup of tea with it being Carmine red, but yeah, daily driver. And this is insane. And did you hear that? There are some burbles in the back. And now we're going towards my good friend John Smith. This whole road is owned by John Smith, so I tend to enjoy it quite a bit. Yes, Grandad. Man like Grandad John. That was John, by the way. Yes, John, thanks for letting me use it. Wow, man. That's all I can say. Word of the day. Wow. And it just grips. It's a beautiful piece of art, man. And now I honestly get the fanboys, why they just say, what would you buy, Ferrari or Lambo? And then they go, Porsche. Because of this. Oh man. So yes guys, I'm going for my 5th coffee of the day. So we're gonna end the video here. If you have enjoyed the video, please smash the thumbs up button. It will really help the channel grow, and it means I can bring more Porsches to the channel, do more fun stuff, some events, and just cool bits for the channel, guys. So yeah, I hope you're having a great day. I hope your week was great, and I hope your family are well. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. God bless.